Do you know at this point in our playthrough, it will take. Oh my God, I wrote it down. I definitely have 272 steel to make that steam oven.
So you're saying we need 3 more
We do not have
blast furnaces?
272 steel.
Not yet. Phoenix was nice enough to make the macerator multi-block when I was offline, but we still wanted the steam oven. The thing is though, this thing is kinda expensive and needs a lot of steel. So we have 2 goals to take care of now. One is to make more blast furnaces because steel takes forever to cook, and the other is to make LV machines to make crafting cheaper. I'm going to be working on making the blast furnaces, and Phoenix is in charge of making the LV machines. But before I start, I need to visit the nether for some sulfur. It's needed to make rubber for some LV components, and I did owe Phoenix for making the macerator because that thing is expensive. But I'm back and it's time to work on 3 more blast furnaces. I'm going with this many because of the Wallsharing feature that multi-blocks have. Setting them up like this means I would only have to make 100 fire bricks instead of 144 if I were to build them separately. This applies to a lot of machines later on as well, so I'll try to wall share when I can to save on time and resources. The shopping list is pretty big, so I want to make a hang glider next. It's a very good quality of life improvement that'll make traveling to ore veins much quicker. I need to make a lot of fire clay, so I'm heading out to the nearby lush desert biome for some hardened clay. I can break this clay down directly into clay dust instead of using this clay to make the small clay dust. The same can be done with brick, so I'm gonna tear down this house and then throw it on to this fancy new macerator we got. I have this bad habit of not claiming any of my quest rewards, and I miss out on items that could have been useful earlier. But every now and then, I'll spend some time claiming everything at once. It makes a big mess, so I'll just build a chest wall to store everything and then worry about it later. Anyways, the dust should be finished now. I'm not going to count how much I need, so I'm just going to grab 4 stacks each and hope it's enough. The fire clay is cooking now, but we're completely out of gypsum and calcite. I need to go mining again, and the hammer I made last time is going to help out a lot. It does mean I'll be digging a lot more blocks, so I need to be able to store everything. And that's what these backpacks are for. 1 for ores and 1 for cobblestone. The backpacks pick up items off the ground for you, but only when the types match. Only ores can be in the miner's backpack, for example, meaning that your inventory stays nice and clean, and all the mess stays in the backpacks. Speaking of mess, my inventory is constantly in shambles, so it's very often that I just find the nearest chest to dump all of my stuff in, and this is exactly what I'm going to do with these ores I just mined. The others get after me all the time for it because this is how chest boxes are made. It makes the place look very messy, but once we get to digital storage, I'll be cleaning it all up to make it look presentable. Anyways, back to making some more fire bricks. Each set of bricks needs a bucket of concrete, which also needs a bucket of water. We all know how annoying it is to deal with unstackable items, but the work table makes it a lot easier since it can craft in batches instead of just 1 bucket at a time. But that should be all the fire bricks we need to build the other blast furnaces. Just as a recap, this is what it costs to make 4 of these things. It was very expensive, but worth it since it will speed up our steel by quite a bit. The concern I have now, though, is that our setup isn't going to take us that far with how it is now. Our machines are always stopping because we're always running out of steam, and our charcoal production is sluggish at best and needs babysitting often. There's a lot of work to be done, but that's something to look forward to for next time. I have about an hour left, so I'll at least get us to the LV tier. I'll need to make the steam turbine to unlock the next page of quests, which shouldn't be too tough, it's just a little bit of microcrafting. I'll only make exactly what I need, but in a pack like this, you always want to make more than enough because stuff gets used later on. But I just want to complete the quest, so the lazy way will have to do for now. Uh-oh. I may or may not have lost the last 20 minutes of the stream. I think I was playing with YouTube's video editor and I saved the cut by accident. Ah well, not much is lost, but this does give me the opportunity to show my creative world. This is where I like to test stuff out for the streams and recap videos. All kinds of things can be found here, like my storage system, the build palette for later on, the world height pillar of redstone balls, and the green screen that lets me do stuff like this. I was able to make the steam turbine on stream, but like I mentioned earlier, there's no way our setup could support us for much longer. So for next time, I'll be working on upgrading the steam setup to make the LV tier much easier. For now though, it's time for me to head out to go make a sandwich or something. As always, thanks for your time and support. Make sure to do some stretches if you've been sitting down for a while like I have. Take care. See ya.